13 African countries and 2 European countries. We are your leading partner in integrated platform providers, innovation leaders, standalone products, and innovation pace setters. Tamani Technologies and Systems, delivering value across continents.
Galaxy Universal Network, inspiring Africa, making global impact.
Forgetting on Star State Channel 500, right, on Galaxy Universal Network. And I am with a ball of energy for the show. I'll just let you introduce yourself.
Hey man, the name is Harmony Mbele. Thank you very much for joining us once again, and it is a Sunday where we choose to give you amazing music, content, and great conversation this morning. And man, it is going to be an absolutely beautiful one. And once again, ndingubhele unotanda udlamba ulanga lokulungombi ithombigazo sompiso ndaba ezitha kanjalo nje ebukhosini. Today, Rory, we are. Kanjani? You have to let the people know who you're from, you know, who you're representing, right?
We need to be within.
Okay, cool.
But before, I feel like we are just forgetting. It's not just
us, you know.
We are not together, and Jena. We've got Uput Kulegani, a gospel artist today. Unjani Puti?
Ngiyaphila kakhulu and thanda ukubulisa kakhulu kuma viewers at home.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We're going to get into an interview with him a bit later, just to know about his life journey and how he now actually became a gospel artist. But moving into the headlines of the day, Harmony. Now, there's an essay book fair that actually goes viral this year.
And a 23-year-old Nigerian creates digital platforms for African stories. And
a 7-year-old boy is first to receive a new cancer treatment in South Africa.
And today we are joined by a gospel artist by the name of Kulegani.
Yes, I am so excited for that.
Oh, I am Kulegani for respect.
Yes.
It's going to be a beautiful one.
It's going to be a beautiful one, indeed. Now moving on to the first story of the morning. Now the 2020 edition of the Essay Book Fair is going ahead. But this time around, it will be a virtual event to be held from September the 11th to the 13th as a culmination of National Book Week. Now, the Essay Book Development Council says it is as committed as ever to promoting the power and joy of books and reading, as well as to showcase, support, connect, and provide a trading platform for the industry to ensure that books and reading stayed within people's consciousness. Now, the Reimagined 2020 Fair will place the emphasis on providing a relevant, immersive, and engaging virtual experience for readers, book lovers, authors, illustrators, poets, and members of the book and publishing industry via a specially developed online platform. Now, the New Look event will offer an exciting program of discussions, entertainment, and fun to ensure something for everyone. And it will include poetry sessions, author-led panel discussions, and skills development workshops, and an industry marketplace, and the beloved National Book Week market tent. Now, this is a little bit video of what they were actually talking about, like the authors and stuff. Let's have a look.
I think initiatives like National Book Week are really important because literacy is still such a dream for so many people.
They bring together diverse groupings of people. They bring together journalists and writers, poets, academics, all our public intellectuals, and bring them face to face with the public and ensure that there is an honest engagement.
And that's why this kind of spaces matter, that we get to come together and share ideas, because we do have shared history, and there's always something that we can learn from each other. There's something good that we can take away.
I heard a really great thing today. Karabo Kholeng said, you know, creativity and art and books and writing, these are the best ways to have difficult conversations. So anything that celebrates that makes an event out of it, that makes a moment out of it, and highlights it, I think is important.
And still talking about books, today our second story and headline is a 23-year-old Nigerian creates digital platforms for African stories. And this is a beautiful one where Dominic Onyekachi has started a digital platform for African stories that he absolutely was reading books to his nieces. And he actually saw that the representation of African stories and the content that it has does not represent and does not have anything to tell to his nieces. And he created, and he wanted to read to the nephews, the nieces in the family, and he realized that these stories were not real, and he started to write his own stories. The 23-year-old said he realized the unavailability of children's book reflecting the continent was much bigger. It was a much bigger problem after visiting Bangluga Market in Lagos, Nigeria, commercial center. He said that many of the African related books that he found in the market were much advanced for secondary students that were in high school and in university. In May, with the help of his two friends from Fana and Tolupu, Onyekachi launched Akadi, which is a web-based platform providing access to African storybooks for children. And
amazing.
Yeah, man.
Amazing. I really love how we are going virtual with books. We see with the SA book launch fair, right? And then now the whole Nigerian web-based Akide now making sure that we are telling our African stories, right? Now talking about African stories, I'd like us for you to tell us your story and how your upbringing was.
Yeah, Ukulegane. It's just a simple guy who grew up between two places, or between two countries, I would say that, because my mother, she's from KZN, KwaZulu-Natal, King Indlovu. So I was raised by a single mom, of which I've loved to say thank you to my mom for whatever she did to me. It was marvelous. I grew up with a respect. When I see somebody who's my age, that's my brother. When I see somebody who's my mom or my dad's age, that one is my father, obviously, my mother. So I grew up in a very warm home with respect, and they taught me about God. I know exactly who God is, and I thank God that I took their path of following God. So I grew up in two places, as I said before, in KZN, King Indlovu, and also in Swaziland, Pigs Peak. That's where I grew up.
Oh wow, yazi wena Khulekani ndiyakuva uthetha ngomama ngendlela akhulise ngayo nangendlela ninadibana kwaba mandi endlini. Ikhona ingoma ekhumbuza umama xa uhleli ulapha eGauteng?
I think there are so many songs ezingikhumbuza, especially khona enye ekalundi engiyithandayo ethi mama umshelana. Definitely emhlabeni kahle hle a mother, it's a njengoba sekuyi woman's month nje, umama uyinto enkulu emhlabeni, uyinto enkulu njengoba ngingumuntu wesilisa ngingubaba, but I can see ukuthi umama is better than umuntu wesilisa. Umama angeke akukho umuntu ozakulayisha for 8 months 9 months usesifini sakhe, and then you bonding naye after that akunakekele from an infant ukhule to this stage engikuso manje. A mother, thank you so much to the mothers outside there. Thank you so much, guys. We love you. Continue to bless us with your love. Yeah.
And now moving into Mhlambe, your upbringing now, when you now became an artist, can you just tell us about walking us through your journey, battling with alcohol, and then also your friends now that backstabbed you in your fame?
Yeah, I would say I started my music career 2005. Then it didn't go well. So actually I landed at Johannesburg not knowing anybody. So ngafikele Park Station, ngahlala ePark Station for some days. Then I will ask a woman bekathengisa ama-fat cakes lapha ukuthi where is SABC, wangitshela ukuthi SABC is in Auckland Park. So I didn't know where is Auckland Park. So luckily there was a guy who was buying those fat cakes wangithatha saya Auckland Park, because he was going via Auckland Park aya eHoneydew. Ngafika Auckland Park ngahlala lapha ngathola indawo estradini lapho ngahlala khona, I think for 6 to 7 months ngihlala estradini trying to pursue i-career yami, ngihamba ngibheka ukuthi ngizobatholaphi abantu abazongisiza. I met ke abantu, the late Uvuyo Mkwena, we talked naye, so he promised ukuthi sizosebenza, but then all things zenzeka according to God's plan. Yonke into nje yenzeka, ngahlala for 8 months estradini, so it was difficult. Ngihlala kwenye isonto St. Peter's, that's where some other guy uClive olapho kulelo sonto uye wangintroduce a Cool Sport. A Cool Sport, that's where i-company kunabo Oliseng Shopping, Nontando, Matlakala, Mzambia, Msawawa, Dr. Shebeleza. So there, then I got a recording deal there, 2006, ngayenza i-album yami yokuqala Ingane Yomfana. It didn't do well. And then after that, 2007, I did Ngenzeni. That Ngenzeni song, it's a classic of all times. It hitted that song, and then yenza double platinum. That's where ngibone khona ukuthi ukhulekana, there is this khulekana. I bought my first car, I bought my second car, I bought a house in Postbeck, I bought another house in Albertine. So life was okay. So then now the devil started to budge in my life, because the devil, he doesn't want something good empilweni yomuntu. And sometimes devil alinga umuntu kaNkulunkulu, you must definitely know ukuthi that person uphethe into enkulu ezawusindisa abantu, because devil angeke asukele somebody nje mhlawumbe an ordinary somebody. Satan uhlasela somebody obonayo ukuthi lo he's going to win souls. And then what I like about him, uNkulunkulu uyalondlala itafula phambi kwesitha zakho. Sometimes uNkulunkulu, he can give you to your enemies, and then so that abantu bazobona ubukhulu bukaNkulunkulu ukuthi uNkulunkulu uyayithindita into engelutho ayenze ihlele namakhosi. So because when you can look gold, they don't just dig gold, ibe ngama rings, bracelets, earrings and necklaces. It has to go through fire and then be polished so that it is about expensive. So I think the problem is because I rubbed shoulders. Nama bad friends. I ended up so I think God was giving me to the enemies. The soul, you can't get the soul because I've got something inside this man. Yes.
When I mean, he's touching on being refined, going through that process, you know, where it is tooth or nail and you are fighting for that scathing through for that success. So are you still going through landawo yakho yokuba abangani banjani ngokwebomini bakho? Are you still fighting bad friends, alcohol, or any other substances ngokwempilweni yakho?
Ngizothi nje utshwala into engingasayicabanga, ngisacabanga nokuthi ngeke ngayithatha. So ama friends, because emhlabeni you'll never live alone.
Absolutely.
So you will need people ozokhuluma nabo, of which you will call them friends or family. But what I've realized, and I'm asking to God ukuthi ngicela ukuthi angilethele good friends. If somebody uza kimi with a different agenda, with a different purpose, a wrong purpose, I'm asking God ukuthi asuse lo muntu before we connect nalo muntu lo. If it's going to be a bad somebody in my life, I just need God to remove all bad things and bad friends. Give me so I don't have powers. Angeke ngikwazi ukuthi usisilo lisanga mhlambe makeza kimi she's got an agenda of doing whatever wrong. So but God sees through. Exactly. So if uNkulunkulu abona ukuthi lo uzophazamisa ukhulekana endleleni, so I'm asking him ukuthi ke asuse labo bani. So I'm asking him, ngimthuma ngiyamcela ukuthi angishanelele indlela mina mangifika mangisondela ngithola shanelele, because some of the days we walk our path.
Absolutely.
And then after during the day you walking your path, uyehluleka ungumuntu, so you need God. So, like uhamba eceleni kolwandle, you see there are footprints uhamba eceleni kolwandle. So sihamba noJehova, I'm making an example. Masihamba noJehova eceleni kolwandle, you'll see when you're looking at your back which there are 4 footprints sihamba naye. But along the way nisahamba noNkulunkulu uhluleka ungumuntu, uNkulunkulu uyakulayisha. So now I asked God ukuthi now I cannot see my footsteps ngemuva, kwenzekalani ngempilo yami. Then he said to me, I saw you that you were failing, so I decided to carry you. Yes. You are with me as we are going.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Now talking about that, but Kulegani, I just want to know what how did you reach the point? How did you actually reach that point you are at now? And then I just want you to also talk about your new projects that you're embarking on right now.
Yes. Ndaba yo yento zotshwala. Utshwala, I would like to our parents ekhaya, especially mothers, ukuthi ngicela ukuthi ningaba blame abantwana benu, ningabalahli abantwana benu bangabe bakule problem. This thing, it's an addiction, yinkinga, ibuhlungu, it's a disease. Because now what I've learned at Tranquility ukuthi you can be sober namhlanje ngadecide ukuthi I'm leaving alcohol up until 40 days or 40 years, but in between the 1 day and the 40 day problem yotshwala, it's a disease, it's within you. So once you pick the first class it will want another class to any classes or for any class. So it's a disease. Ungahlala for 40 years ungaphuzi, but the day uzo pick a class it is going to be a mess, because it's safe for lento kulo muntu. So I will ask my parents ekhaya ukuthi cela babanakekele babasize bangabathathi ngenye indlela, because lento isifo. So ngeke ngafunda ukuthi masihamba especially ma uyerehab, ma uhamba endleleni ohluleka, you have to admit. Ma admit ukuthi Nkosi ngiyehluleka. So maso admit there's another step esilandelayo, second step ukuthi there is a higher power who can guide and protect you kule situation which is called the higher power, which is God according to each and everyone's understanding. So step 2, I took God, I said, God, I've walked my path and I failed. So now I need you to carry on with me. I'm giving my life to the palm of your hand. So this is what is happening manje. uNkulunkulu uyanginceda, is taking me towards my career, and then the media bafuna ukwazi ngokhulekane. I've told them I'm not going to hide ukuthi ngibe ngine problem yabutshwala. Utshwala i-problem kunabantu abane problem abadinga abantu abafana nokhulekana abazokhuluma ukuthi utshwala buyi problem, and abazokwazi ukuthi please ningabalahli abantu abasenkingeni yotshwala, nabo ngabantwana bakaNkulunkulu. So zamani ngaleyo ndlela. So uNkulunkulu uye wangithatha kule step 2 ngathi Nkosi nginikela konke kuwo. So everything now yenziwa nguye uNkulunkulu. Ngiyambonga, and manje ngine album entsha, I'm done with the album imisebenzi kaThixo, of which imisebenzi kaThixo, it's all what had happened. Imisebenzi kaThixo ngiyambonga uNkulunkulu kakhulu empilweni yami, because ngibonga nosisi wami who wrote to the show into zokuthi ngiye rehab. Ngiyambonga kakhulu Sibulelo.
Okay.
Njengoba ngisho ebantwini ukuthi they must ubangabalahla abantu babo.
Ngicela sibambe lapho but Khulekani, we're still going to discuss more, about your journey. Do stay tuned right here on Galaxy Good News. As we take a short break, we'll be back right after this.
Galaxy Universal Network, inspiring Africa, making global impact.
Tech Talk brought to you by Tamani Technologies and Systems. Tamani Technologies and Systems takes leadership in fourth industrial revolution. The whole world is facing a transformation. The revolution will be developed into the following stages: digitization, cyber security, Internet of Things, managed services, document management, and business applications. We provide business transformation and ICT solutions with presence in 13 African countries and 2 European countries. We are your leading partner in integrated platform providers, innovation leaders, standalone products, and innovation pace setters. Tamani Technologies and Systems, delivering value across continents.
Galaxy Universal Network, inspiring Africa, making global impact.
Well, thank you very much for joining us once again. Welcome back from the ad break. And we are still joined by the forever amazing But Khulekani, music gospel artist. And it is an amazing time that we get to sit down now with Butwam, sit now about your music journey, your career, and what really has transpired to be a monumental time in your life. So thina besingathanda ukwazi uba kukhona abantu apha endleleni abagilileyo bakuroba financially, and are you still getting your royalties if mhlambe bakhona abantu abangakunikanga izifanelo zakho as an artist?
Futhi wami wathi I will say ebantwini ngike ngagileka kakhulu emhlabeni, but through that uNkulunkulu mhlambe kafuna ukunibonisa ukuthi which is which, laba aba right laba banjani, but akufanele ngikhalele the past. I must focus to the future because uNkulunkulu ungibekele ifuture, so I'm doing a future yami. So as a prodigal son, I will say that, because sometimes uNkulunkulu akabalahla abantu bakhe. Never akabalahla abantu bakhe. Kuba ngumuntu ophambukayo endleleni. So as a prodigal son, ngibuyile kuNkulunkulu, uNkulunkulu wangihlabela the fat calf. I'm happy. I'm forgetting about the past. I'm going forward with God. And njengoba manje ngirelease this album with 10 tracks. Imisebenzi kaThixo ngisebenze noMthobisi Njangase. He's younger than me anyway, but he's my producer. Sisebenzile kahle i-right into, ngisebenza noPhuthu Matiso, ngasebenza noMuzi Bhixulu, ngasebenza noSimangele Mazibuko. It was so good, so amazing kusebenza nalabo bantu labo. They've helped me so much. Sometimes uyabona uma ubuya ku dust, some other people but hayi lona so vele uwile, but the only thing you must understand in life, when somebody puts a full stop in your life, that's where God starts the sentence.
Let's forget that way.
Just talking on that now, are you working with better people right now? Nakona, are you now under a recording label or are you working independently?
Let me say, I've not finished Itiliam Negalo. So definitely very soon I will be releasing with Igalo. But I'm being now in recorded music live studios. Or I'm Tobis Njangase, njengoba ngisenze nabo Phuthu Matiso, no Muzi, no Simangele. Thank you so much. Nakubantu nje abaningi abantu kuma tweets. They are supporting me on my Facebook. They are supporting me. Thank you so much, so much. Kuno Swuputwa Musfiso Sbanze ngihamba naye ukhona la unkosikazi wakhe uLerato, my sister. I will never forget that woman, my sister. Sibulelo Kotane, I'll repeat that. Sibulelo Kotane. She's so good. Keeping our focus. Wangichazela ukuthi no. Sengibhalele ishow ethile and then the show they came banginceda nje. Sometimes bekuba khona ukuthi there is no food in the table. She will provide. Sometimes she's done a lot. She's done a lot. Usibulelo has done a lot. Thank you so much. And to God be the glory because now we so ndlala itafula ke manje phambi kwezitha zami. Manje ngiyadla but ke they must know ukuthi mina angeke ngidle ngedwa. Nabo ngizobapha and ngiyathanda ukuthi uNkulunkulu azibeke izitha zami zibe duzane but zingasondeli kimi azibeke sibe duzane sizokwazi ukuthi zibone isuccess yami. Ngiyabonga kakhulu and I would love to say hi to my mom and the beautiful woman and I've got children also nabo abantwana bami sisibe they were going through pain babona ubaba wabo each and every day udakiwe ubaba wabo akana ngicubekela phambili. I've got a son uSebhinone a boarding school. I've got a daughter so okuhle my son is Vuyo. Manje ngicabanga ukuthi bajabulile because ubaba wabo ubuyile to senses and I've like ngiyangazi ukuthi ngithina I don't know what to say. Ngiyambonga uNkulunkulu ngibonge ne Galaxy Universal Networks ukuthi bang invite ngize la usisi uLerato. Thank you so much my brother.
Thank you
so much. Ngiyabonga kakhulu.
Yes, so gracing us with such a powerful story. I feel like this platform is to share such stories to actually show what say awupheleli lapho where you were, you know, you can actually uNkulunkulu like you said will also keep out to dust and you know refurnish you. So I really appreciate what Uzile and then I am waiting for Ilona, you know, the performance later on. I'm really waiting for that. Now talking about music before Oput Kulegani's performance. Now the Stellenbosch choir and Mzansi Youth Choir actually are making waves also virtually. We know what the Stellenbosch University Choir recorded their version of Sarah's Angel just days before the COVID-19 took hold of South Africa. And then now the Mzansi Youth Choir also now partnered with the Princess of Africa, Yvonne Chaka Chaka, with the titled Bazali Besizo, you know, just to honor all the incredible women in Africa. I really think it's great to actually be celebrating and using music as a form of communication out there.
And we don't even have to understand the language as long as it speaks to your soul, to your heart. It makes everything dance inside of you. Absolutely.
Yes.
That is very beautiful.
And then we'll just leave you with a clip there of Stellenbosch University just singing their beautiful, amazing song. And then I guess that's all we had from us because we're going to leave it to Oput Kulegani, you know, Asvalele Gamnand with his nice gospel song. That's all we had on Galaxy Good News, and I really hope, unfortunately, it's too short, right?
It's so sad.
It's really too short, but I really hope we are giving you that form of positivity. You know, we need to sprinkle positivity here and there every day. It's not so bad after all. It's not so negative, right? From myself, Rorisangwana Hatswane, and
myself, Harmony Mbele. See you right back after this with the performance. We got you.
Galaxy Universal Network, inspiring Africa, making global impact. Galaxy